Would you let your partner dictate the length and style of your hair? Well, a lot of women do that, apparently. It's because they worry that their man won't fancy them anymore if they change their style and he doesn't like it. So how much of a say does your partner have when it comes to your appearance? Would you let them have a say? Would you ask their permission if you wanted to go and change your hair dramatically?
I'm not really, I'm not really up on the whole asking for permission, but I did have a little bit of a thing. So, obviously, I'm newly in a relationship. Can I still say that? Yeah. But when I first
She's
met
at that
him...
stage where they like each other.
Still trying to impress each other.
So when I first met him, I had like long curly weave. Now, as you can see, my hair is not.
Is that yours today?
Yeah, this is my hair today. But it was a big thing for me to like show him. Okay, well, this is my actual hair. So to show him my hair without the weave. Thankfully, he loved it and said he prefers my hair like this.
So how did you do? So how many weeks or months had you been seeing him before you went? You know, this
long
gorgeous
locks.
hair, not mine.
Well, I mean, I did admit to him immediately, like, my hair, because he did say, oh, my gosh, you got lovely hair. I'm like, oh, it's not all mine.
Please don't pull on it too tightly.
But yeah, and it was, I'd say, like, I wouldn't let him see my natural hair for about 2 months, maybe, and then, but then, when I showed him, I mean, he, like, absolutely loves it, prefers it like this.
Okay, so say at that point, he'd have gone, oh, put the weave back in. That's awful.
No, do you know
what would you have
I
felt like?
I kind of think it probably would have ended the relationship because I do love my hair. I do love it, and to be with someone who doesn't love. And the thing is, as well, this is how my hair grows. This is, my natural hair.
Lovely.
Because Jane, you had yours cut.
Really
quite short.
I mean, it's quite long now because I've been on holiday. I'm having it chopped this afternoon, but. No, in the morning we were sitting there at breakfast and I just said, because I hadn't even decided myself. I thought, well, I'll decide when I get to the hairdressers. And I just said to my husband, oh, I might have it cut short. I don't know, just like mused. Walked in really short and he just went, oh, my God, it looks amazing. So it was fine. But it kind of works both ways as well in terms of women always say, oh, my husband didn't notice or whatever. And a couple of weeks ago, he's not sulky at all, my husband, but I noticed he wasn't... After about 4 days, I noticed he wasn't speaking to me. And, what's wrong? He went, nothing. That usual thing. And anyway, it transpired. He went, I shaved my beard off 5 days ago and you haven't noticed. And I genuinely hadn't, but then I kind of went all like... It's a beard. What's the big deal? Kind of thing.
Of course I noticed.
The next day, I'm out, and he's looking after our 12-year-old. She rang me up. She went, Mum, have a word with Dad. I want to go on a sleepover to Daisy's, and he won't let me. And I went, why not? And she said, he says he shaved his beard off 5 days ago, and I haven't noticed. He's in a house of women who are just like, who are you?
Well, I think, this article I was reading, there are men who's saying, oh, well, my husband said, he met me when I was 20 and he met me, I had hair to my waist and he still likes it. I'm going, yeah, but she's 56 now. She might want a different style.
But I'm 58 now and I've had the same hairstyle all my life.
But that's
I came out of the womb like
it. Sorry, I have to read this comment. So, Helen says, as a hairdresser, once a client's husband was used to... Once, a client's husband used to measure her hair with a ruler before I cut it, and I was only allowed to cut so much off.
See, that's control. I think that's control. I think there's a difference between your partner kind of going, oh, I think I prefer your hair a bit longer, Jane, than Gary saying, like, oh, I'm coming to the hairdressers with you and you're not having your hair cut.
But, sometimes when you go to a party and everyone's made a real effort and whatever, and then you see this woman, she's got no makeup on at all, at a really posh party, and she'll go, no, my husband says he prefers me without makeup. And I think, ooh, don't like that.
Well, all I know in my house is when Mark's got a beard, that means we've had a row, because he grows a beard every time we've got a row. So everyone knows that we're not talking when he's got a beard. When he shaves it off, we're friends again.
I just want to explain that picture we popped up there. We popped up a picture there. You might just wonder what it was.
Oh, that was me
Linda,
with dark
that's you.
hair. In Telstar, I had to dye it dark for this play that I did. It looked disgusting. I used to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and go, oh, God, it looked terrible. It was really hard.
I hate it. I went dark. I went dark once and I didn't like it at all. Didn't recognise mine. Oh, so I think it looked like a witch.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look nice. You look younger with the blonde hair, I know, yeah.
Thank you very much.